Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today, I'm going to talk about the Prophetic coin Luna Classic, and I'm really excited about this part of the Wealth Transfer, folks. You know, it's kind of funny how, Luna Classic came into the Wealth Transfer only several months ago, right? In the month of May. And there may have been some prophetic clues before then, but after Luna Classic crashed, a lot of us were able to get in low during that time period back in May after the prophetic word came out dealing with Luna Classic. And so ever since then, for the last 3.5 months, a lot of us have been stacking and stacking and stacking our Luna Classic. And now we're seeing the manifestations of this wealth transfer beginning with Luna Classic. Now, folks, before I go any further, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. So if you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the About section of YouTube. All right, folks, so we have Luna Classic. It's skyrocketed overnight. It's currently at 0.00343. 24 hours ago, it was at 30242. So now, folks, it had just become more expensive to buy Luna Classic. We've been talking about stacking our Shiba Inu and reaching our goals. We've been talking about Luna Classic and a few other coins and stacking, and because the time period is coming now. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of news dealing with this crypto cycle. A lot of people are starting to say this crypto cycle is about to end. I don't know how true that is or not, but I think we still have a long way to go before we see Bitcoin start to take off, and we're still expecting some type of Bitcoin crash too as well at some point in the future. But folks, I'm just excited because we're not that far away from seeing some of these manifestations of the wealth transfer. And this is going to be a test for some of us, folks, because you guys are going to start to receive wealth. You're going to have to start saying, okay, I need to put money here. I need to do this. I need my storehouse. I need to move out of my apartment. I need to find a home that I feel safe in, and then I can build my storehouse. And then also with that, reinvesting at those appropriate times. We talk about Luna Classic in that 10 to 12 cent mark. There's major milestones, prophetically speaking, dealing with Luna Classic. And I'm not going over those today, but one of the main ones is when Luna is at 10 cents, and then also another one when Luna is at 50 cents, and then another one when Luna is at $1. And a lot of those pricing points are usually pretty important when an investment is going up. Milestones, right? A penny is a milestone, right? Especially if it's had a lot of zeros. 10 cents, $1 is a milestone, right? And we saw Bitcoin over the years reach those different milestones to where it's at right now. So is this going to be our September to remember? And I want people to focus on what's coming ahead for the month of September. Now, Luna Classic, again, is a prophetic coin. Its average is up almost 2,000% since its all-time low. But if you actually were on certain exchanges, you actually got it lower than the average. So Luna Classic is 24-hour high is 0.000353. Now, one of the interesting things that I want to point out that was brought to my attention again is what Christopher Harris was saying back on May the 23rd. His YouTube channel is down below in the description if you want to go check out his channel, and which links to all his other information. Today, May the 24th, I saw in a dream 0.00036 or 0.00039 Luna, which is about 2 times from where the current price is. I've seen that area before. I also had a dream of seeing Luna rise past 0.004 and up to 0.01 and kept going to 0.02 and the dream ended. All right, so this kind of gives us an idea about where we are at right now. So the average price, the 24-hour price, is right where he was saying 0.00035. So many of us are on our way to receive this wealth transfer, right? Dealing with Luna Classic. So here at the month of September, there's a lot of things going on in the month of September. A lot of people talk about it's the end of Shemitah or the beginning of Shemitah. But with today being the 5th, Labor Day, we only have a week left before the Luna tax is officially implemented. Now, there's some question whether or not if it's going to happen right on the 12th. To me, it doesn't matter. because I do think that we're going to start to see news come out every single day dealing with Luna Classic up until the 12th and after the 12th. You guys probably already know that MEXC Global, to support the burn tax proposal from the Terra Classic Loon community, MEXC will launch a time-limited burning event for Luna C/USDT spot trading fees. All right, so this event period is from September 3rd, which is already started, to September the 17th. All right, and so this has helped push up Luna Classic. So this is what I mean by you're going to start to see more and more exchanges. And what's the main one that we are looking for to make some type of announcement is Kucoin. So we know Binance is really supportive of the Luna Classic community, but God didn't say when Binance was going to make their announcements. Yes, whatever announcements Binance make, it's going to be pretty powerful, but I think Kucoin is going to be the big one, and hopefully they'll implement the burning tax with their bot trading. That would be absolutely insane. So I do expect news over the next 2 weeks that's going to bring about a lot of change with Luna Classic. So there's nothing really major going on this coming up week, except, they have your normal economic numbers dealing with this or that will be out this week. But next week is going to be most important. The 12th is the official Luna Classic burn tax day. And so hopefully that things will start to be implemented. But the day before then is the CPI inflation numbers. So on the second Tuesday of every month, these numbers come out dealing with inflation. If inflation is more than what it was from the previous month, you're going to see the markets go down dramatically. If the CPI inflation numbers is less than what it was last month, the markets are going to rally. Right? Then we have the Ethereum merge that's supposed to take place on the 15th. Now, there's going to be different exchanges halting Ethereum. There will be halting withdrawals. They'll be halting deposits. They'll be halting trading. Keep that in mind with that Ethereum merge. And that Ethereum merge along with Luna, if Ethereum starts to make a bull run here leading up to that day, I expect Luna Classic and other cryptocurrencies to catch some of that momentum behind the Ethereum merge. Now, it's going to be the next following week, the week of September the 18th. That is when, on that particular Wednesday, we do have the Federal Reserve meeting. It's actually the 20th and the 21st, but the numbers that we are looking for, whether or not they are raising the rates to either 50-point basis or 75-point basis, we'll hear those numbers on Wednesday. I don't know what the stock and the crypto markets are going to do the 2 days before that meeting, but technically, the day before any type of possible negative news, the markets usually go down the day before. So that all remains to be seen. Now, when it comes to these Federal Reserve meetings, the markets do not respond as the way most people think they would respond. There's actually something weird going on with that, but that's, we've discussed that already. Then the fall begins on September the 22nd. There's also the ADA fork. Then, as far as Shibarium and Shiba Eternity dealing with Shiba Inu, there's no official date that has been set for Shibarium or for Shiba Eternity. So I don't know when those announcements are going to come. It may not even come until the end of the month. Now, for me, if I was on the project and we wanted to make some announcements in September, the best time frame to do it is do it after the Federal Reserve meetings. But who knows? Those announcements can come anytime dealing with Shiba Inu, Eternity, and Shibarium. Which I think it might come the last week of September. Who knows? But according to some people in the prophetic words, it's supposed to happen before the end of the summer. So we'll see, which is only 2 weeks away. So I am going to be doing a video on pricing points, and I don't want to confuse a lot of people because there are people out there that are day trading the highs and the lows. And I'm generally speaking for the masses as opposed to always trying to trade or try to talk about each play that Luna Classic is supposed to do. Like Luna Classic is supposed to go here and then we sell there. So I am going to do a video on the main pricing points, but I don't want people to get too confused because there's a lot of different prophetic words, and we're supposed to, for the most part, most of the people that are involved in the wealth transfer are not swing traders. They're not day traders. And They'll be buying and selling on maybe the most major points, right? For a lot of people, they'll be selling off at the 10-cent mark and then buying back in at the 1-cent mark. That seems pretty simple, right? That was a prophecy that was given, right? And so then we have other ones that are further down the road, and same with Shiba Inu. You're not going to be selling and buying at each different pricing point. You might just wait till the major pricing points because you're not a swing or day trader. So and that's the whole thing, folks. If you have not done any type of swing trading or day trading at all whatsoever, you guys need to be careful what you are doing when it comes to trying to buy and sell at these different pricing points. And each pricing point doesn't mean that you get, prophetically speaking, doesn't mean that we're supposed to sell at that. And I think a lot of people are going to get caught up because even though there's a pricing point somebody saw, they're going to sell at that pricing point when there was no prophecy attached to that. That's where we need to sell at. So looking at the price of Luna Classic right now, if you wanted to buy 1 million Luna Classic, it's going to cost you $351. With it still being somewhat cheap, folks, when you think about it, $351 for 1 million Luna Classic. All right, folks, so that's pretty much all I have for today. So we need to look out for the month of September. Will it be September to remember? I truly believe that this is the beginning of the wealth transfer, folks, and we're going to see a lot of ups and downs. We could see a lot of ups and downs in the months of September, so be ready, be prepared. I told the people on the Patreon, you guys need to be ready to be able to, especially if you're trading off the different pricing points, you're going to need to be able to sell and buy on a moment's notice. If you're trading even some of the main pricing points, we don't know how fast some things are going to take. In the past, things have taken a long time to manifest themselves. But I think with this, here within the next week, Luna Classic could be in the pennies within a week. So keep that in mind, folks. So if you still haven't reached your Luna Classic goal, it's still somewhat inexpensive. $351 for 1 million Luna Classic. With all the Luna Classic that I have, I can easily take profits and dump it into Shiba Inu, right? And don't have to worry about, whether or not if I'm spending $351, I could have so much profits from Luna Classic and Shiba Inu still around the same price. I'll be able to put some into Shiba Inu on top of XRP and a few other investments. All right, so September to remember, folks. Get ready, put yourself in a position if you're not, and be ready to receive God's wealth transfer. So I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.